I just got back from Orlando. I was there with Reverend Meg, and we were part of the consultation meeting on congregations and beyond. And it was a bunch of people who are already working either out in the wider community or working through social media, doing things, perhaps working with a congregation, as Meg and I are with the Church of the Larger Fellowship, but also people who are attempting to kind of push the boundaries and get out there and reach the people who are not currently in our congregations. It was an exciting thing to be a part of. I felt very welcome there, and one reason is because yes, it was a discussion, and yes, we were brainstorming, but the other necessary part of that was that everyone was really listening. Everyone was listening to each other's experiences and ideas and dreams. So it was really neat to be a part of that. I think that this is going to be the start of what I hope will be a very expansive conversation among all of us. When I talk about how we were all really listening, one of the especially neat things to me was that we weren't just listening to each other in terms of the people who were in the room. We were also listening beyond the room. We had Twitter going and Facebook, and we were inviting other people to be a part of this conversation. And so, and maybe that was some of you. And so as ideas and questions would come in, they became part of our conversation. And then we were, a lot of times, answering back. So it was a relatively small room that we were in, but it felt a lot larger, and it felt like there were a lot more people than were there in body. That didn't surprise me. You know, one of the other interesting things about this was that this was the first time for Meg and I to meet face to face. And what's really amazing about that is that at first we didn't realize that because we know each other. We see each other on video, just like you do. And we Skype, and we talk on the phone, and we email. And it was only just, I think, a couple of days before we left, and I was emailing someone else who I hadn't known at all. And I said to that person, "Oh, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person in Orlando." And all of a sudden, it hit me. And so I emailed Meg and said, "This is the first time for us to meet." And it blew her away as much as it did me. And we did get to meet. You know, it was really funny though. On the last day we were there, Meg asked me, she said, "Did this, you know, because we were face to face, did this feel any different to you?" And I said, "No, not at all." And her experience was the same. It didn't feel any different than our relationship is normally, because we do know each other. And that's the world that we live in now. You know, every week I get to come here and I get to connect with other people. We share our joys and sorrows, our thoughts. We light our chalices together. Sometimes we reflect on some really deep things. I mean, this is a very real community, and you have made me feel so welcome here as your intern minister. I've really been listening to you, and I've always felt that you were listening to me. I think that's a key part of hospitality, whether you're going to a brainstorming meeting or worshiping together, or just two friends being together, whether they're together sitting at a kitchen table, or one is sitting at a kitchen table in Minneapolis and another is sitting at a kitchen table in Houston, Texas, and both are looking at each other through Skype. So, this is a key part of what I believe about hospitality, feeling listened to. When is a time that you have felt that someone really listened to you?